Hello, I'm Philip Sneller. Welcome to Window on the Word. Today let's turn our attention to Genesis chapter 19. And the two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. And when Lot saw them, he rose to meet them, and he bowed down with his face to the ground. And he said, Behold, please, my lords, turn aside into the house of your servant, and spend the night and wash your feet, and you may rise early and go your way. And they said, No, because we will spend the night in the open plaza. But he pressed them greatly, and they turned aside to him and entered his house. And he made a feast for them and baked unleavened bread, and they ate. Before they lay down, the men of the city, the men of Sodom, both young and old, all the people, to the last man, surrounded the house. And they called out to Lot and said to him, Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so we can have sex with them. And Lot went out to them at the entrance and shut the door behind him. And he said, Please do not do this evil, my brothers. Behold now, I have two daughters who have not had sex with a man. I will bring them out to you, and you can do with them as you see fit. Only do not do anything to these men, because they have come under the shelter of my roof. But they said, Get out of the way. And they said, This man came to sojourn, and now he surely acts like a judge. Now we will do more harm to you than them. And they pushed hard against the man Lot, and they drew near to break down the door. But the men reached out their hands and brought Lot into the house with them and shut the door. And they struck the men who were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, and they became weary in trying to find the door. And the men said to Lot, Who else is here with you? Sons-in-law or sons or daughters or anyone you have in the city? Bring them out from this place, because we are about to destroy this place, because the outcry against them has become great before the Lord, and the Lord has sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spoke to his sons-in-law who were to marry his daughters. And he said, Get up, go out from this place, because the Lord is about to destroy the city. But his sons-in-law thought he was joking. And as dawn came up, the angels hurried Lot, saying, Get up! Take your wife and your two daughters who are present, lest you be destroyed in the punishment of the city. And when he tarried, the men grasped his hand and his wife's hand and the hands of his two daughters, the Lord being merciful to him, and they brought him out and set him outside the city. And it came about when they had brought them outside, he said, Escape for your life. Do not look behind you, and do not stop anywhere in the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest you be destroyed. And Lot said to them, Please, no, my lord. Behold, now your servant has found favor in your eyes, and you have increased your mercy, which you have done with me, by saving my life. But I cannot escape to the mountain, lest the distress overtake me and I die. Behold now, this city is near to flee there, and it is small. Please let me flee there. Is it not small? And my soul will live. And he said to him, Behold, I will grant your request concerning this matter also. I will not destroy the city of which you have spoken. Hurry, escape there, because I am not able to do anything until you arrive there. Therefore the name of the city is called Zoar. The sun had come up over the land when Lot arrived at Zoar. And the Lord sent rain upon Sodom and Gomorrah of brimstone and fire from the Lord out of the heavens. And he overthrew these cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and what grew on the ground. And Lot's wife, who was behind him, looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. And early in the morning Abraham went out to the place where he had stood before the Lord. And he looked down upon Sodom and Gomorrah, and upon all the land of the plain. And he looked, and behold, the smoke of the land rose up like the smoke of a kiln. And it came about, when God destroyed the cities of the plain, that God remembered Abraham, and he sent Lot out from the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot had dwelt. And Lot went up from Zoar, and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him, because he was afraid to dwell in Zoar. And he and his 2 daughters dwelt in a cave. And the firstborn said to the younger, Our father is old, and there is no man in the land to come upon us according to the manner of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve offspring from our father. And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he did not know when she lay down or when she arose. And it came about on the next day that the firstborn said to the younger, Behold, last night I lay with my father. Let us make him drink wine tonight also, and you go lie with him, that we may preserve offspring from our father. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him, and he did not know when she lay down or when she arose. So both of Lot's daughters became pregnant by their father. And the firstborn bore a son, and she called his name Moab. He is the father of the Moabites to this day. And the younger also bore a son, and she called his name Ben-Ami. He is the father of the Ammonites to this day. Thank you for listening. To God be the glory.